maybe I'm a crook for not caring for it. Yeah, maybe I'm a bad person. Well, baby, I know. 'Cause you love, and you know that I can't love. 'Cause you love, and you know that I can't love. 'Cause you love, and you know that I can't love you. Hello, Drue James here, and I'm from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, where I teach acoustic guitar lessons just like this one. There's actually over 150 lessons at the site now, and at the moment I'm making one every day, so God knows how many there'll be, like in 6 months' time. So I'm playing Love, of Monsters and Men. Now, this song is so easy. Yeah, I mean, it's got 4 chords in it. That's it. And one of the chords you only play very briefly. So it's going to be a piece of cake for you beginners out there. And it's going to be really good for your chord changing and keeping your rhythm going as you're playing as well. So I'm really looking forward to showing you. They're all open chords, no bar chords, no dreaded bar chords, all open stuff, nice and easy. Let's have a look at the left hand and learn how to play it. So here's the song on the left hand, played a little bit slower. Okay, a little bit slower still. Right, now, if you already know the chords, which are E minor, D, G and C, then you can skip to this link in the lesson, and that will skip to that part in the lesson, and that will take you through to the order of the chords and the rhythm. If you don't know them, then don't worry, I'm going to show you how to play them. I'm going to presume, as I said, this is such a good beginner's lesson, so if you are a complete beginner, this is going to work really well for you. So, let's label the strings. So there's 6 strings on the guitar, and they're labelled Eddie, 8, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie. E, A, D, G, B, E. Okay? Now, if I were to tell you to press down the 2nd fret on the A string, you would be, okay, here's fret 1, fret 2, so you'd be here. Okay? Now, the first chord that you're going to need for this song, a chord is where we strum the strings rather than play individual strings, is an E minor. So I'd like you to use your middle and ring finger. The middle finger is going to go onto the 2nd fret on the A string. Okay, so pressing down nice and hard. Bring your wrist a little far forward so that you're actually bridging over the strings rather than flat like this. And then ring finger is going to tuck underneath. Notice how they're pushed together. Okay, they're not separate like this. In guitar, we want to train our fingers to come and push together like this in a little locked unit. So that's your first chord. Should be pretty easy, right? I mean, you should be able to do that even if you haven't played much guitar. And if you strum bottom 6 strings for this one, okay, so that's an E minor. That then changes to a D chord. Okay, so D chord stepping up a little bit in terms of difficulty, but it's not too challenging. Move your index finger down so you're on the 2nd fret on the G string. Middle finger comes underneath, so it's tucked on the E string, thinnest E string as well. So notice they're on top of each other, they're not separate like this, okay? Ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. All right, once again, bringing your wrist forwards. We're not going to go for like this, and not sitting on the flats of our fingers, actually on the tips of our fingers. Locking these finger joints up, and you should get a nice ringing D chord. If you don't, then you just don't have the muscles to do it at the moment. But if you're following my techniques here, then your technique should be fine. For that chord, you strum the bottom 4 strings. Now the next chord is a G chord. Take your middle finger, put it on the 2nd fret on the A string. Okay? Take your ring finger, put it on the 3rd fret on the thickest string. And finally, with your little finger, may feel a bit weird and a bit awkward, but put it on the 3rd fret on the thinnest string. That's your G. Okay? You can do it this way, but I much prefer beginners to do it this way because it strengthens your little finger and strengthens your hand in general. It's only a good thing. So, that is your chords. There's one other chord that you're going to need at the end of the chorus, and that's a C. So we change down, we're going to move these fingers down so they're on the D string on the 2nd fret, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, index on the 1st fret on the B string, and you're going to strum bottom 5 for that one. But you're only going to need that very briefly. Okay, let's have a look at the rhythm now. So we're going to start on an E minor, and it's going to go E minor, D, G, G again. Then we're going to repeat that chord progression. Told you it was easy, right? Nice, simple, easy song. The rhythm. So check my hand here. Now I was playing with a pick in the video, but I'm going to use my thumb for this particular this version of it. So we're going to go down, down, miss, miss, up, down. So it's down, down, miss, miss, up, down, miss, miss, up, down, up. I'll do a little slower. Now when I do, if I'm not holding a pick, I do my down on my thumb, down, down, and then I go up, up, down, up with my index finger, just the flat of my index finger here, and then down with my thumb. You may prefer just to use the side of your thumb, some people do, and you may also want to experiment with, like, you're actually holding a plectrum and using the top of your fingernail to strum, but just try this one. I think this one's a little bit more beginner friendly. So down, down with the thumb, up, down, up on the index, down on the thumb. Okay, so that is your rhythm. Now notice on the first strum, I'm only doing a little, just clipping the top 2 or 3 strings of the chord. Alright, that's called like a bass note hit. So we're going to go down, down, and a louder one on the second down. So down, D, G. Notice I'm still doing those misses. Make sure you do those misses, otherwise your rhythm isn't going to work. Doing the misses will really open up your rhythm guitar playing and essentially make you a much better guitarist. So, bass note down, miss, miss, up, bass note down, miss, miss, up, bass note down, miss, miss, up, G again. Then we repeat that progression. Maybe I'm a crook for stealing your heart away. Maybe I'm a crook. So on and so forth. Okay, so you keep that going throughout the whole song. Then when we get to the chorus, it's still the same chords, just slightly different order. So it's E minor, D, G, D. Okay, so we're just not holding the G for 2 at the end, right? Let's do that again. So E minor, D, G, D. You love, love, sorry, D. 'Cause you love, 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 when you know I can't love. E minor. 'Cause you D, D, G, when you D, D. Then this last time round we go E minor. 'Cause you D, D, G, when you D, I can't love you. And on that U, I'd like to change to a C chord, okay? So that's going from there into the C chord. So C, another C, and then D. And then we're back round to the E minor. I think there's some sort of harmonica there at that point. Going round. Thank you so much for watching my lesson. This lesson was brought to you today by brightonguitars.co.uk. If you like this style of tuition where I break everything down, nice, easy, beginner stuff, taught with patience, understanding, I haven't forgotten what it's like to be a beginner, then click on this link here. That will take you through to my website, specifically the video section, where there are, as I said at the beginning of the lesson, over 150 free lessons for you to get stuck into and keep you motivated and inspired for your practice, because it's a good idea, if you find a teacher that you get along with, to stick with them for a little while, and then you'll start learning songs faster. So if I'm your guy, then check that link there and watch some more lessons. I upload new lessons to the Learn Guitar in London channel. This one I do 2 every week, so that's Tuesdays and Fridays. So click subscribe as well. As ever, keep on playing. Have yourself a great day.